Hello everyone, my name is Bret and sometimes I wear a beret. If you've been living under a rock for the past couple weeks, well guess what? All the new, expensive blasters from Toy Fair, they're hitting the shelves. Like at Toys R Us. Expensive stuff. I was there today and happened upon the Voidcaster. I think it's the cheapest new blaster. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this was $20. And at Toys R Us, you can't really get any cheaper because it's Toys R Us exclusive, actually. Now I'm Toys R Us exclusive. Now this isn't. Whatever. But yes, the Voidcaster. It is out, and here it is. Aliens are battling their way through the universe, searching for worlds to conquer. Who will be next? Us? Everyone knows kind of how this is gonna work. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone's excited for the return of the Snapfire 8. Or is it? Let's unbox it and find out. Once you get it out of the packaging, it's a little larger than I thought it would be, but not too terrible. Wah. Yes, this is kind of a comparable size. If you're not really sure and you haven't seen it in stores yet, this is kind of what size to expect from the Voidcaster. Kind of a similar color scheme too. But basically it's like a Maverick and a Baron-ish. Could write that. But basically that's how big it is. Alright, let's get the real one. Here it actually is. There's the Voidcaster in its glory. And there are 4 dart slots on each side, which means I can put all 8 darts it comes with and make it just a little bit more alien-ishy looking. Now, the Alien Menace line is interesting. It's definitely worked for some people and it hasn't worked for others, and I understand why. One big reason it hasn't really landed for everyone is because it's only landed in Toys R Us. And they're expensive. The Incisor, right? That's an interesting looking one. And the other one, which people really don't care about because the performance was meh. Everything about it was kind of okay, interesting. I'll pass. I could use something else. This white plastic up here, like bone thing, I don't know. It's smooth here, but then it's kind of rough there. Even the orange plastic has got some texture to it, and once again, the white plastic here. Blue, a little bit of texture. You can kind of see that as well. And then the bottom, this is soft. This is bendy plastic. This is not rubber. Is it rubber? I don't know. But these are soft. So a lot of different types of plastic on this, and make it a little bit unique compared to the other plastic they use for general Nerf stuff. So this one doesn't seem to get in the way too much. You can twirl it around without killing yourself. Oh, that's a shark. That is totally a shark. These slots are really convenient. I like having those there for reloading. So now we have our 4 shots. Alright. That was pretty easy. That was, you can see though, my hand is, when I fire, it kind of comes, let's see, I hold it straight. I can keep it pretty straight, but my hand wants to go back down because I'm using most of my fingers to do all this. Accuracy. But if I do hold it, that works just fine too. And firing, of course, is from left to right, whatever direction you want to call that. Alright. Ranges other people have seen too are not spectacular. Honestly, I could probably fire that whiteout Maverick and I'd get just a little bit less because elite darts. But it's not terrible. It's not super crazy competitive, but it's not terrible. Let's open it up. Let's see what's inside this. Now there are 14 screws in the Voidcaster, 5 of them being at the bottom, which when you do open up, hey look, dart holders. Womp womp. This all comes out. There's one piece there, there's a piece there. Here's your dart holders, so if you just want a really cool dart holder mechanism, And this is all we're left with, ladies and gentlemen. The Star Trek phaser. Alright. And inside that... Oh, bye-bye shark fin. It's pretty hollow. Our internals. And yes, we do have a spring, which is a little bit different than what the Snapfire 8 did. And that excited some people. And I can kind of... Oh my gosh! Smart ARs. Alright, and that's everything inside of it. Very fat plunger tube. Here is a deploy spring for comparison. Alright, yeah, it's definitely about the same diameter, but this one is definitely beefier. This is a not super beefy, but it's much beefier than its old Nerf counterparts. Thank goodness. Firing mechanism. That's all there is to it, really. So the Voidcaster. What about this blaster? It's interesting. Definitely, if you're gonna buy this, you're gonna buy this because it looks cool as well. Maybe you liked the gimmick too. Snapfire 8 isn't as easy to come by nowadays. And this definitely holds less shots, but it's very easy to load. I like these slots right here, even though that whole part is removable. Of course, when you're stabilizing it like this, you're using two hands as well. I like the shark fin. I guess you could take that out if you really want to, but there'll be a giant hole. If you have an idea on how to holster this, sure, go ahead, but it's a lot larger than would be very comfortable to do so. Basically, I feel like if you saw this in a picture, you got a good idea of how big it is. You would already know if you wanted to buy this. As far as the functionality, it works. That's not too loud. The Smart AR system works just fine as well. It's reliable. It's cool looking. I really do like the look of it for what it is. I think it's very neat on how they made that work. But again, I think you know if you want this, and you would have known that months ago. So that's a quick look at the Voidcaster. I will bring this to the next war I go to, and if I don't end up keeping it, I know someone who probably would. But I think it's neat. If you want one, go out and get it. $20 is not going to kill you, but $20, there are other things you can get with it too. Again, you know if you want it already. That's all for today. I'll see you later.